Hello again to all of you cinemaniacs out there, and welcome back to Arrow Senior Living's Marvel Cinematic Universe Weekend Movie Marathon Primer Series. My name is Aaron Neeson, Arrow's Visual Media Director, and I am your guide through this marathon, preparing you for the movies you are going to be enjoying with reminders and tips on important events and characters you will be seeing. Today we are laying the groundwork for Thor Ragnarok, the 20th, that's right, 20th movie we are watching in this series. We just watched Doctor Strange, where we saw Stephen Strange, aka Doctor Strange, battle it out against Caecilius and Dormammu, Master of the Dark Dimension. Caecilius had summoned Dormammu to our dimension, and all seemed lost until Doctor Strange used the Eye of Agamotto and the Time Stone held within. Strange trapped Dormammu in a time loop, only promising to release him if Dormammu vowed to leave the Earth and its dimension alone. Dormammu agreed, and the day was saved. In a credit scene, we see Doctor Strange agreeing to help Thor find his father Odin, who is missing. We also see Mordo steal the mystical power from Pangborn, the man who had used magic to regain his ability to walk, stating that Earth has too many sorcerers. Heel turn! I really hope that you enjoyed Doctor Strange. It's a new type of movie for the MCU, dealing with magic and different dimensions, and played around a lot with those new opportunities in fun ways. But now it is time to move on to the next movie in our marathon, Thor Ragnarok. So, what do you need to know for this one? Well, let's go over some characters and events you need to keep in mind for this film. No spoilers yet, I promise to warn you before I dish out any of those. You'll remember that Thor is the son of Odin, Crown Prince of Asgard, and that we last saw him leave Earth to investigate the Infinity Stones at the end of Avengers: Age of Ultron. You'll also do well to recall that Loki, the god of mischief and brother to Thor, has taken on the guise of Odin and is sitting on the throne of Asgard after faking his death in Thor: The Dark World. Additionally, Thor and Loki sadly lost their mother during the events of Thor: The Dark World. Now it's time to talk some characters and events that are spoilerish, so if you'd like to enjoy all the surprises the movie has to offer, turn this video off now and enjoy the film. Okay, now that they are gone, let's get into some minor spoilers, the things that will help you understand the story and plot better. Here are some of the other characters you'll want to keep an eye on in the movie. Odin, All-Father and King of Asgard. Doctor Strange, Master of Mysticism and Guardian of the Sanctum Sanctorum in New York City. Hela, long imprisoned daughter of Odin and sister to Thor and Loki. Heimdall, a powerful god and keeper of the Bifrost. Scourge, an Asgardian warrior who Loki uses to replace Heimdall. The Grandmaster, the ruler of Sakaar, where he hosts a series of games called the Contest of Champions. Scrapper 142, the last survivor of a group of Asgardian female warriors called the Valkyries. Surtur, a fire demon, lord of Muspelheim, and a significant figure in the prophecy of Ragnarok as the one who would initiate the fall of Asgard. Korg and Meek, two alien gladiators and freedom fighters. And finally, Dr. Bruce Banner, aka the Incredible Hulk. We last saw him fly off in a Quinjet at the end of Avengers: Age of Ultron. Now, let's talk about the plot sum. Get you really ready for what you're about to see. It's 2 years after the events of Avengers: Age of Ultron. Thor is imprisoned by the fire demon Surtur, who reveals that Thor's father Odin is no longer on Asgard. Surtur explains that once Surtur unites his crown with the eternal flame that burns in Odin's vault, Ragnarok, the destruction of Asgard, will occur. Thor frees himself, defeats Surtur, and takes his crown, believing he has prevented Ragnarok. Thor returns to Asgard to find Heimdall gone and his estranged brother Loki posing as Odin. He forces Loki to help find their father, who Loki put a spell on after his apparent death years before. With directions from Stephen Strange, they find Odin in Norway. Odin explains that he is dying, Ragnarok is imminent despite Thor's efforts, and his death will free his firstborn child Hela from Hel, a prison she was sealed in long ago. Hela, a sibling Thor and Loki did not know existed, was the leader of Asgard's armies and conquered the 9 realms with Odin. But Odin imprisoned her and wrote her out of history after she became too bloodthirsty and denied Odin's desire for peace. Odin dies and Hela appears, destroying Thor's hammer Mjolnir. Thor and Loki attempt to escape but are pursued through the Bifrost and knocked out into space. Hela arrives in Asgard, where she defeats its army, slays the Warriors Three, and resurrects the ancient dead who once fought with her, including her giant wolf, Fenris. She appoints the Asgardian Scourge as her executioner and plans to use the Bifrost to expand Asgard's empire, but Heimdall takes the sword that controls the Bifrost, thwarting her, at least for now. Meanwhile, Thor crash lands on Sakaar, a garbage planet surrounded by wormholes. A slave trader designated Scrapper 142 subdues him and sells him as a gladiator to Sakaar's ruler, the Grandmaster, with whom Loki has already ingratiated himself. Thor recognizes 142 as a Valkyrie, one of the legendary force of female warriors who were killed fighting Hela eons ago. Thor is forced to compete in the Grandmaster's Contest of Champions, facing his friend, Hulk. Summoning lightning, Thor gets the upper hand, but the Grandmaster sabotages the fight to ensure Hulk's victory. Still enslaved after the fight, Thor must convince Valkyrie and the Hulk to join with him to escape Sakaar and return to Asgard and stop Hela before all is lost. I'm going to stop there because I feel like I've said too much already. I almost feel bad spoiling the surprise about the Hulk, but I hope you are thrilled by his appearance anyway. Fun bit of trivia. The Grandmaster first appeared in the Avengers number 69 in October of 1969. Much like in the movie, the Grandmaster in the comics enjoys pitting two teams against one another, using the Squadron Sinister, Daredevil, the Defenders, the East and West Coast Avengers, Malibu Comics Ultra Force, and even, somehow, DC Comics Justice League of America. In the movies, he is also the brother of the Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy, who currently holds the Ether, or the Reality Stone. I'm very excited for you all to enjoy Thor Ragnarok. It's a bit of a departure from previous Thor movies, making a big focus on comedy. But don't worry, there is still plenty of incredible action and great character moments for you to enjoy. I'll be back soon with another primer video for the next movie in our marathon, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Until next time.